In the midst of my Valorant addiction, getting on a plane and leaving for like 6 days was probably like a nightmare. It was literally a walking nightmare. I just felt like I was waiting to be executed in prison for doing some terrible crime. But I'll tell you what, man, as soon as we, especially with the baby, man, like we decided to bring Gracie because opportunity cost is everything in life, gentlemen. Would we have rather dealt with the stress of traveling internationally with our 6-month-old daughter versus the sadness we would have felt not being with her for 6 days? So ultimately, we decided to go with her. The flight was very easy, man. You know, when you're on these bigger planes, the only benefit to having to deal with more crowds is that the plane is bigger and it kind of deals with turbulence a little better. So there really wasn't much. And to be honest with you, I'm bullshitting. I wouldn't have even known. I basically knocked out for the entire flight. I was awake with my wife, getting Gracie settled, you know, warming a bottle. You gotta ask the flight attendant for boiling hot water in this cup, and then you gotta fucking drop the bottle in there. I'm juggling Gracie with Haley, you know, change her diaper, yada yada yada. My wife handled that part, but you know, I'm just trying to be there be present. So as soon as we land, I'm like, all right, this is Italy. We get off the plane, we go through customs. Traveling with a baby is a cheat code. Because a lot of these European countries that we went to, whether it was like the train station, well, there's no lines at the train station, but all the airports we went to, they had separate lines if you were like pregnant or had a baby. So Gracie, bless up, she got us like immediately through customs. We finally land in Italy. Everything's great, right? We get down to baggage claim, 5 bags come out, the stroller ain't there, and then Haley's checked bag wasn't there. Like, great, okay. We go to, and I can't make this shit up. We get these bags. I get them on a trolley. Anything off the trolley days? We go to the British Airways information desk. We tell them the bags are missing. They're like, it's on the 11 o'clock flight. I'm like, well, it's 7 o'clock. He said you should wait for the bag. I'm like, yo, we got a 6-month-old baby here who just got done with like 16 hours of traveling. We'll come back and get it. He's like, okay. Yeah, I think you should stay here. I think you should shut the fuck up. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I get that he's just trying to make sure that we don't lose the bag, but I'm like, well, why was it on the 11 o'clock flight anyways? So we decide that we're going to get Gracie back to the hotel. It's like 30 minutes there. The cab driver was super nice, helped us with the bags. Thank God we brought our nanny with us, since my dad's a piece of shit and family wouldn't come, so I had to pay somebody to come help us. But if we were going to bring the baby, Rambo Jambo and Deranged Native, we're going to gift all them subs. I'm like, yeah, Jackie, why don't you come with? Give us an extra hand. So we head to the hotel. We get Gracie settled down. Gracie sticks with Jackie. We get her bathed, feed her, and it's time to go to bed. Haley and I decide to go on the fucking third fucking edition of Harold and Kumar and go Euro trip, go back to the airport. Take a 30-minute cab. This guy, there's nobody on the road, but this motherfucker thought he was Max Verstappen. This guy was speeding. I mean, bro, what's 140 kilometers? I don't know, an hour. I don't know how fast it was. I'm like, this has got to be faster than 80 miles an hour. I know it's fast. I don't know how fast, but we're moving, dude. We get to the airport, bro. I'm walking like, hey, I'm walking here. We walk like 3 fucking miles. We go to Terminal 3. We go to Terminal 1. My wife's like, oh, well, we landed in Terminal 3, but the bag says this flight's at Terminal 1. So we go back and forth, back and forth. We spend 35 fucking minutes walking. We go up, down. We find that you can't get back into baggage claim like you can in America because, and this is even after customs. I thought we could just go back in. We couldn't. So then we had to go back up to where departures go. Everybody from British Airways is gone, but there's like a security kiosk for lost and found. They're about to lock up the door. They're literally locking it like you're at the mall or something or closing the store. We're like, please, please, please. Like, we lost our bag. They said it was on the 11 o'clock flight. Hey, they roll their eyes. They're giving me fucking sass. I'm like, I'm begging you. We got our daughter. We got stuff for the baby in there. They open it back up. They let us through. We go down there. We were at the wrong terminal. We went ping pong, back and forth. I said, we were at the wrong fucking terminal. So we spent another 2 hours. This guy, Seth, Hilton, all these guys are FaceTime me for the club because they went out for their birthday. They're having the time of their life. They're like, where are you at? I'd show them that we're at the airport. I'm ready to fucking put a gun to my head. They're like, oh, that's terrible, bro. I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourselves, dude. I hope you have some drinks and fucking eat ass. So we take an Uber, defeated as hell, another taxi driver, get back to the hotel, knockout. Now, that's just the first part. We wake up, trying to find some extra supplies for the baby, find some food, find a Red Bull for me. They ain't got juvie out there. We run into Symphony randomly. We start walking around. We get the Red Bull. We get some lunch. That pizza was unbelievable, man. It was really, really good. And that, for me, was a big thing. Just finding food that I liked. I don't know why I thought it would be so hard in Italy, but let me tell you, I think I was born to be Italian. I said, go fuck. Wait, no, I was supposed to do it. Go fuck yourself, buddy. No, I can't even do it. See, I'm out of practice. Every pizza you order there, it's like, yo, the U.S., you motherfuckers that make margarita pizzas, you guys try to be, that's not how they do it. Bro, in Italy, you order a margarita pizza, you get fresh mozzarella, tomato sauce, and that's it, bro. Out here, they're dumping like a goddamn gallon of Parmesan cheese on there. They're throwing on whole tomatoes like we're eating a fucking cheeseburger. It's disgusting. Every pizza I had there, when I ordered margarita, it was perfect. And a lot of the people that I spoke to, the cab drivers were super nice. I would chop it up with them. They're like, yeah, the pizza's out here. You know, we don't put anything. If you're ordering like pepperoni on there, it's like a sin out here. I'm like, oh, dude, maybe this is where I'm meant to be. Now, the problem was that we didn't have the stroller. We didn't have the bag. So Haley found a service where we could rent a stroller from a family. That was a whole thing in itself. This lady gave us a stroller that goddamn must have been from the 90s. It worked, though. It was fine. So, still, even though we just got to Italy, we do a lot of housekeeping. We got to buy stuff, pick stuff up. So, we didn't really get to settle in and enjoy it. We get to the night. We decide that we're going to get dinner. Haley calls this restaurant that she got suggested from a friend. And they're like, hey, we got to, you know, Zinni, Scump, and another guy, Andrew Peterman. His name is Ice. He works for Optic, longtime member. They had dinner reservations for the hotel we were all staying at for 6. Haley was calling around to restaurants to see if they could take a party for 10 so that we could all eat together. They don't take reservations, but Haley's like, the woman on the phone said, don't worry, come in at 10. We'll take care of it. It won't be a problem. It's Monday. We won't be busy. So we tell the gang that, and they're like, all right, we just canceled our dinner plans. We call an Uber. A couple hours later, we head to the restaurant. I shit you not, my jaw dropped to the floor. This line was around the fucking block. This lady on that line, she steered us in the complete wrong direction, brother. We were driving on the right side of the road. We had to get to the wrong side. Oh, my God, my face went pale. I'm like, this guy Scump is going to let me hear it. I just ruined this guy's wedding. And the one that was going to complain the most was going to be Zinni. Holy shit, I couldn't believe it, dude. It was just insane how long this line was. What was cool, though, is that there was a gas station right across, or a supermarket. I went and grabbed some canned mojitos, bottle of wine Hilton grabbed. We were just waiting in line drinking. I'm texting my life story to Seth, like, yo, I'm so sorry. I know you guys canceled dinner. Like, you guys can go somewhere else or try to get your reservation back. But if you guys want to wait, line's not moving too slowly. Perfect. They decide to come with. We get towards the front of the line, which was amazing. And then all of a sudden, they're like, hey, we got a restaurant, the same exact restaurant. It's a 3-minute walk. You won't wait at all if you just follow our colleague. We're like, this must be a scam. But everybody was like, I don't know if we're actually, even though we're at the front of the line, how long is it going to be for a table for 10? So we decided to go with that woman over to this restaurant. And they seated us right away. Sit down. Perfect, man. Crisis averted. I'm about to order like a vodka sour they had on the menu. I'm feeling pretty good at this point because I would been day drinking. Somebody on the other end of the table had the bright idea to bring up espresso martinis. Now, let me tell you, when my wife and I were partying before we settled down with the baby, got married, we would go out. So we were veterans. We're like, yeah, we'll have an espresso martini. Great idea. We ordered like 10 of these. Everyone at the table had one. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, we'll be tired. We've been up all day walking around. No fucking problem, dude. No fucking problem. I got a news for you, gentlemen. And I'll get to it. Those espresso martinis were the worst fucking idea we've ever had in our life. Now comes the fun part. We get back to the hotel. We take Gracie. We put her to sleep. She's crying. We woke her up. Haley gets her down after 45 minutes. My wife and I had sex. You can believe me or not. I mean, it's not hard to believe we have a child, but that was great. With the lights off, trying to be quiet for Gracie. All of a sudden, Dad's like, you know, she was sound asleep. So I roll off Haley. My heart's beating. I'm out of shape. I'm like, there's no way that was the espresso martini. I'm so tired. I fall asleep. She woke up and went shopping with Gracie. They found heels. They found a dress. But we were supposed to leave for the train station at 11 because the train left at 12:30. Mason was in our hotel. Haley sent him to bang on the door to get me up because I still had to pack up and everything. He was banging on my door. I'll show you the text for 20 minutes, and I didn't wake up one single time. Bro, I was having the craziest fucking nightmare I could have ever had. I thought someone was trying to kill me. I woke up in a panic. Fucking... Fucking my arms are sweating. My hands are sweating. My dick is flaccid as that ever had, man. Oh my God, brother. I'm rushing around. She's like, we gotta leave in 10 minutes for the train. I tried to get Mason to wake you up. It was like Hector waking me up to go to that COD event, whatever year that was. Oh my Lord. I'm hungover because I drank, like I said, all day. Dude, I didn't feel like a real person for 2 hours because we get all the bags. We head to the train station. I'm ready to damn near throw up. We get there. It's like a labyrinth, dude. We've got all of our bags that were left. 5 of them, but still a lot with the baby. Thank God Mason was there because we had this stroller now. We're trying to find the right platform, 9 3/4, anything off the trolley days. Nobody would help us find it. Oh, we're running around for 30 minutes. You know, it was such a stressful experience for me that I want to give you every single detail, but you don't need it. We end up finding the train in the nick of time. We hop on the train. They outdid themselves. The venue, they rented out this entire villa. This place was unbelievable, brother. Unbelievable, bro. One of the most beautiful hotels I've ever stayed at. We get to the villa. Everything's great. It's perfect, bro. We spend the next day or two day drinking with like Jack and his family. We get to see Seth, all the boys from Pennsylvania, Seth's close friends from home that didn't make it to the bachelor party. It's amazing, man. We're having a great time. We go shopping. We eat some more. And there's where the fun even continues. We get out of the taxi at the hotel. We go up into the room. My wife's like, do you know where my phone's at? I'm like, why the fuck would I have your phone? Unless you gave me your phone, which I know you didn't. Why would I have it? Haley left her phone in the taxi. And I really can't be mad about it. I can't be mad at her because she was juggling a baby. We had the stroller. This woman thought she was fucking Fast and the Furious, just swinging around corners. So the next 12 hours, brother, it was like a game of cat and mouse, man. I was just fucking chasing, looking around for this thing. I'm tracking her location. I'm calling 3 different cab companies. I called the hotel to, you know, if they could call the cab company. They said they won't answer. We got the rehearsal dinner. We go down there. I literally spent 5 hours just staring at this fucking tracker on Haley's phone, just watching it do a world tour of Italy. And at one point, it was pretty close. It was like 10 minutes away, and it was there for like 15 minutes. I knew if I would have called a cab to go chase it down, they would have left right as I got there. COD timing, bro. It always happens. So for the next like 12 hours, we had a whole lot of stress. We still got to enjoy all the speeches. Jordan and Hector. Jordan is Seth's brother. They gave incredible speeches. Izzy's family, her sister, her best friend. Great speeches. The best speeches. We had a great time, man. We were drinking. I got to hang out with Hector, his wife, his daughter. We were talking about anime, having a great time. It was honestly beyond the stress of like all the things that have gotten lost and me ready to put a gun in my head about my wife. And it's not even the fact that she lost her phone. I'm like, hey, we can get the phone tomorrow or we'll buy you a new one. It's the fact that my wife is stressed out about it that makes me stressed. But she still had a good time. We wake up in the morning. I go down the front desk. I'm like, hey, I still got the tracker. I talked to our receptionist. I'm like, hey, we saw she was parked at this cab location all night. Is there any way you can make a phone call? I don't speak Italian. Please. She makes a phone call. I'm sitting there. I got piss out of my ass shit. I'm in point blank period. It's a small detail you didn't need to know. But as I'm sitting there, I'm like asking her a favor to like try to help us track down this cab driver. I'm sitting there ready to just nuke a toilet. She gets off the phone. She says, the woman's on her way with your phone. I'm like, okay, I'll believe when I see it. Cab driver shows up. We got the phone. Oh, my Lord. That was the final moment on the trip where finally got to relax, dude. Was just so relieved that we got it back. Now comes the wedding. Seth's wedding planner, regardless of how beautiful the wedding was, Seth's wedding planner as somebody who just got married, this woman was the devil reincarnated. This was the meanest, coldest. I would take 10 employees that lost their bags. I'll watch them throw these our bags straight into a trash compactor and shake them in the hand and spend a 24 hours with them on an airplane going nowhere. Then ever speak to that wedding planner ever again. Bro, I'm ready to go. We plan to meet at Seth's room to get ready together at 11 a.m. I wanted to do 9 a.m. That's besides the point. Because that was my favorite part of the wedding. The women get up so early. They start doing makeup at 7 a.m. They hang with each other the whole day. I'm like, Seth, we got to start earlier. We compromised. Say we're going to do 11. We got Haley's phone back. Everything's great. Go to the pool. I took a shower. Got my suit on my back. I'm ready to go. Everybody decides, hey, we have lunch planned for 12:50. Let's just meet up then instead. Because there's no point in starting to get ready if we're going to do the brunch. And then, you know, on the calendar, it said the men get ready from 2 to 3 p.m. We go to order our food. Everybody's talking about what they're going to get. I'm like, I had the steak yesterday. I know it's going to be good. I ordered the steak again. This damn wedding planner shows up. Nobody can order food that needs to be cooked. It has to be quick. You could get the club sandwich, something that could be prepared very easily. I'm a pretty patient person, but I had been waiting in the lobby since like 10 a.m., like ready to go. Everybody at the table, we revolt. We're like, no. I'm like, dude, I need a guaranteed meal. I have to eat this steak. I've been thinking about this steak since I went to bed last night. Because every day that I've been there, I probably had like 1,000 calories. I'm running on E. These drinks inside of me, the only thing keeping me going. So she comes and says that shit with just attitude. She walks away. The waitress is like, what do you want me to do? We're like, forget everything she just said. We order a round of drinks. Food comes out. We still have 20 minutes until 2 o'clock that we need to be in the room. Basically, everybody's done eating. We order another round of drinks. The wedding planner went to the bar and told the bartender not to serve us. I said, do you know how much fucking money I paid to get my whole family out here? I didn't say that to her. I said, bitch, you actually said it? No, I didn't say that to her. I look her, bro, I was staring daggers in this woman's face. I say, what do you mean? You can't tell the bar not to serve us. Like, when the entire hotel is for us. Like, we have 20 minutes. It won't be ready in time. I'm like, what are you talking about? We tell the waitress, don't cancel the drinks. We go back and forth for like 10 minutes over this. By the time we're done, we didn't get the drinks. We get up to Seth's room to start getting ready. It's like 95 degrees in this room. There's like 10 heads in there. We're having a great time. Everything's good. We're all sweating bullets, dude. We're all just bitching about this damn wedding planner. Seth's brother took all the time yesterday to make sure we had drinks in the hotel room for everybody, right? I go to grab this bottle of Jose Cuervo. Chad, I can't, I couldn't tell. The wedding planner snatched the bottle out of my hand and said, you can't drink until after photos. Brother, I almost went nuclear, man. Listen, it wasn't my wedding, and so I wasn't gonna make a big fuss about it to ruin Seth's, you know, aura or his vibe. Bro, she walks out the room, it's like the fucking lid came off. We're in Vegas, dude. I pulled that bottle twice. All the boys are drinking fucking whiskey. We're dying. The schedule says we have 2 to 3 to get ready with the boys. 2 to 3 p.m. This all probably happened at like 2:20. She comes back 10 minutes later. I felt like I was in trouble with the principal. I'm trying to hide the bottle. I throw it at somebody else. Hey, I put it under the blankets. She's like, we got to go now. We got to go for the photos. We're like, it says right here on schedule that we have to be down there at 3 o'clock for photos. It's 2:30. She rushes us out. We get down there to sit for 25 minutes, bro. They weren't even ready. No, nobody was ready. That's the last part of the trip that I'm going to complain about, because I promise you the accommodations and the experience that Seth and Izzy gave us, it was something out of a dream, brother. This wedding was truly the most beautiful event I have ever been to. Guys, this venue, it's straight. This guy Zinni in the bus, as soon as we started pulling up to the estate, he started playing the Secession theme song. That was such a good shout from him. It was stunning, man. His mom gave such an incredible speech. She gave Gracie a shout out. Seth's new in-laws, they gave beautiful speeches. The ceremony was just full of love and happiness. And I could not be happier for Seth. And I'm so excited to move to Texas and keep letting this friendship flourish, man. I'm so excited to spend more time with Izzy. We partied, we drank, we laughed, we ate, we took photos. The DJ killed it. I got to hang out with Hector's family, talk all about anime with his daughter. We're thinking about all going to Japan together. We left on the first shuttle just because we were exhausted, and then we had a travel day coming up. And man, I'm so happy for Seth. This guy got on the dance floor and burned the whole fucking roof down. I mean, you remember that clip of him and I dancing in the Optic House? This guy was hitting moves. He did the worm, bro. He looked like fucking Jordan Belfort off of Quaalude, brother, in a good way. This guy's just he's like a golden retriever in the best way. I'm not calling him a dog. He's just happy. He's so happy always, and you just want to be around him. And you could just feel the love in the room. I'm so glad that I didn't have anything like the international traveling hold me back from going, because it just reminded me how much I love my wife, how much I love my friends. It was incredible, man. Let's get it.